Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. If you haven't noticed, I took quite the little break from this channel for just life circumstances. Doesn't always go as planned. Exciting things were happening, so I am back now. And today I thought we would start with a really fun video of tier ranking every book that I've read this year. So I have read 49 books this year, which I think I mentioned in my first video. My goal was 125 books, so I am a bit behind on that goal. But like I said, life circumstances happen, and you just gotta roll with the punches sometimes, but that's okay. So today we are going to be tier ranking all of those 49 books, and let's get into it. So before we get started, I'm going to go over the categories that I have with you guys today. So I have would make a deal with the devil to be able to read this for the first time again. This is going to be like the top of the top tier, self-explanatory. I would sell my soul to the devil for this. But, like, it's just, everyone should read this book. Then I have loved it, would recommend to anyone. This is going to be like a 4-star, in my opinion. Then I have mid, a solid 3 stars. It's a good book. It wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't terrible. Then I have finished it, but I don't remember anything about it, and I feel like a lot of these books might go in that category, honestly. And then I have it's shocking that I didn't DNF this book. Self-explanatory, and I honestly don't know if there's going to be any books that are in this category, to be honest with you, but I figured I might as well include it. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to start with The Dead Romantics. I just read this book last night, and like the category says, it's a solid 3 stars. It wasn't anything special. I did guess the plot twist halfway through the book. Next we have the Eden series. So we're going to start with the first one, Indigo Ridge. And I think I'm going to put it in mid. The more that I've thought about it, I originally rated this book 4 stars, but I think I'm going to bump it down to like a 3.5. Just because, like, they are like a casual hookup. And that's really the only trope this book was giving until the very end. Like, they weren't even enemies. They weren't really anything besides a casual hookup. With that being said, the next book, Juniper Hill. If you know me, you know I love a single parent trope. There is just something about the single parents of the book world that do it for me. And let me just say, Knox Eden, man of my dreams. One of the mans of my dreams. Garnet Flats, 3rd book, it follows Talia. It's going in mid. It's going in mid. I did rate this one 3 stars. The UFC is not my hero sport. Then I have Fake Shot. Literally don't remember anything about this book. Talkie, I can tell you that, but that's about all I can tell you. Same thing with All Your Fucking Secrets. I don't remember anything about it. I have a feeling that a lot of the hockey romances are going to go in this book just because they are all very similar. Next we have Defiant Heart. When did I read this? I don't know. And then we have Promise You Forever. I don't remember it all. Despite it all, I don't remember it. This is already our biggest category. So that's crazy. Off the Beaten Path. Off the Beaten Path, excuse me. It's definitely going to mid. It was good. It's a single parent, neighbors, kind of grumpy sunshine. It was alright. It was nothing special. Next we have Salt. It's going to mid. It's age gap. Overprotective man. She falls first. Shocker. That's kind of how it is. Strictly Business. No clue what that's about. Not a clue. This summer will be different. was mid. It was alright. Yeah. That's really all I have to say about that book. The Chase, we're gonna go mid. We are gonna go mid. I read this on vacation. It did what it needed to do. The Exception of the Rule, have not a clue what that book's about. Funny Story. Funny Story is our first one in the Would Make a Deal with the Devil category. I just loved this book. I have a Pinterest board dedicated to them. Loved it. Bridesmaid for Hire. It was great. It got me out of a little slump that I was in earlier in the year. It was good. It did what it needed to do. I would recommend everyone read it. The man was a little iffy, but it is what it is. The Paradise Problem. Same thing. Great. Everyone should read it. Was it groundbreaking literature? No. Did it do what it needed to do? Yes. Wild Love. Elsie Silver can do no wrong in my eyes. Puck Pact. I have no idea. Keynote Bash. This book emotionally destroyed me. Broke my soul into a million little pieces. In fact, I think I still have pictures on my phone of me sobbing reading this book. So if that doesn't tell you what it needs to tell you, everyone read Throne of Glass just so you can rank Kingdom of Ash. From Lemnos with Love. I don't know why I even finished this book. I think it was just like one of those short little romances, and I was kind of in a book slump. I was in a book slump. I was in between finishing Throne of Glass, and frankly, I needed a little break, and so that's why we read that. Just for the Summer. Loved it. So cute. Absolutely loved it. Don't think I'd make a deal with the devil for it, though. Tower of Dawn. I freaking hated this book. Okay? It was like 700 pages of unnecessarily falling around Cole. Who needs that? Who needs that? I could have done without this book. This tandem read alone almost ruined Throne of Glass for me because I hate Tower of Dawn so much. With that being said, though, the other part of this tandem, Empire of Storms, loved it. And I'm not just saying that because we got to follow Rowan. Loved this book. Loved it. The Teacher. You know what? I'm not going to say that it was my favorite book, but I did not see the plot twist coming. So for that, we're putting in loved it. The Housemaid, solid 3 stars. I've only read a few little mystery thrillers, and The Housemaid is probably like my 3rd favorite out of them. The Inmate, when I tell you the last chapter of this book had me so shocked. Everyone should read The Inmate. Then She Was Gone. I don't feel like I need to say anything else about that. A Fate Inked in Blood. This was actually my first book of the month book that I got. It was good. It was kind of boring though. That's all I gotta say. Pretty Ugly Promises. Couldn't tell you what that's about. Famous Last Words. Man, it was alright. I like vaguely remember what it is just based off the cover. I don't have to do a lot with running for a marathon. Praise. Praise? This is a book you cannot be reading in public. This book was crazy. So for that, it's going in mid. And I don't think I need to say anything else about that. Why Did It Have to Be You? Couldn't tell you anything about this book, to be honest with you. Not a clue. Not a clue. Queen of Shadows, Heir of Fire, Crown of Midnight, all loved. I Love Throne of Glass, loved. Assassin's Blade. I am so glad I did not read this book first, because I think if I read this book first, it would have forced me to not read the other books. This was my least favorite of the books, besides Tower of Dawn. A Curse for True Love. This book was hyped for me too, but it just didn't give me what I wanted at the end. The One I Love. I don't know what that is. The Golden Goal. I don't know what that is. The Bromance Book Club. This one was mid. It was alright. Throttled. I think Throttled we're gonna put in mid, just because I was very new to the F1 world. I still am new, what I'm saying. Haven't read any more of the series since I read this. But it was good. Lauren Asher's writing was great. And then we have the Dreamland Billionaires series. I loved this book. I can tell you exactly where I was when I was reading the fine print. I was in line at Disneyland waiting to buy my pass. I loved them. They're great. Remind me of Disneyland. The Happy Ever After playlist, I think I originally rated this 4.5 stars, but the more I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna put it right there. I think that's where it's gonna go. Same with the Friend Zone too. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna put that. Oh, I feel bad doing that because I loved these books in the moment, but the more I'm thinking about them, I'm like, I don't think they would get a deal with the devil for. And then Better to the Movies. This was my first book of the year, right off of Bookmas last year. Alright guys, so that is my final tier ranking of all 49 books that I've read so far this year. I hope you enjoyed. There will be new videos coming. I am back, unless any more Unforeseen Life events happen. But I really hope they don't. With that being said, please like this video and subscribe. Follow the book account that's listed down below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!